Hi, my name is Mina. I'm currently in school to become a mental health therapist. I love taking what I learned in school and my own life experience and combining it to create one video that may be helpful for you. So what is codependency? And what does a codependent relationship look and feel like? And how can we start healing from it? Let's dive right in. So in a codependent relationship, there are two main roles. In psychology, we call the first role the codependent person, and the second role would be called the counter-dependent person. So the person who is codependent will oftentimes idolize the needs of their partner before their own, even if it's to their own detriment. They'll go out of their way to do anything, even if it's harmful, even if it drains them. They'll do things to please the other person. An example of this could be missing out on important work or school activities, or maybe not even meeting certain friends because you're so focused on tending to the needs of this one partner. So the codependent person will be hyper vigilant to the actions of their partner. Are they calling less? Are they texting less? Do they seem disinterested? These are all things that people who suffer from codependency will be sensitive to. So basically, the codependent person will put their needs on the back burner and put their partner's needs before their own, even if they're unhappy. On the other hand, the counter-dependent person understands the role that the codependent person has decided to take, and they accept it. And oftentimes they may utilize this love and this unhealthy attachment that the codependent person has for them to their own advantage. They may threaten to leave them if they don't get their way, or they may throw out certain remarks to see the reaction of the codependent person. So what's interesting about this is that even if there's a codependent person and a counter-dependent person, these roles aren't fixed. Oftentimes, these roles will switch depending on how the relationship is going. So the codependent person may become the counter-dependent person, and the counter-dependent person is now the person who wants to please the other person. And it's a back and forth merry-go-round. And if you've ever experienced a codependent relationship, just like I have, it's like an on and off game. Hot, cold, hot, cold. But what's really important to understand about this is that codependent relationships stem from our childhood. So you see, our parents are the first ones to create a relationship with us from the minute we're born. So depending on the type of relationship you had with your mom and your dad, this will greatly impact the relationships you have after that, your friends, your intimate relationships. So if your parents neglected you as a child, you grow up holding an umbilical cord in your hand, looking for that parental love, that parental figure, that unconditional love that you were supposed to receive from your parents. And we tend to start looking for that in our intimate partners. And when we receive a little bit of that warmth, a little bit of that love, we get hooked. We want more. We want it to last forever. We overlook all the red flags. We overlook a red wall just for that love and comfort. That's how much it's important to us. So if you grew up in a violent, abusive home, it's normal to grow up being the people pleaser, or trying to make everyone else happy, even if you're uncomfortable in the situation. And this is what happens when you grow up in an unsafe environment. We need to survive. So when we're young, we start growing up faster than we should and realizing that, hey, if my parents aren't happy, they might not feed me. They might not tend to me. So I need to make sure I'm on their good side. This is our instinct, even when we're young. And this continues in our adult life, in our intimate relationships. Because we didn't receive the love when we were younger, we look for it in a partner, and when we receive a little bit of that love, we get hooked. This is being addicted to love. Healing from your codependent relationship really requires work. When you try to end the relationship, it's almost as if your mind, body, and soul is pulling you back to the person. You're attached. It's like it hurts. It physically hurts, and I understand that. This goes beyond just relationship. This goes back to your childhood, and this is something you need to assess. The relationships in your childhood. How was your relationship with your mom? How was your relationship with your dad? These are things we really need to examine to get out of a codependent relationship. It may take you several times to break up and get back together for you to actually say, you know what, I'm done once and for all. It takes time. Another thing is to even mention to your partner what a codependent relationship looks like, and maybe even ask their opinion. Maybe their opinion will show you what type of relationship you're in right now. So comment down below and let me know, what's the most difficult aspect of being in a codependent relationship? I know for me, it was the fact of trying to leave. It was almost like an addiction. I would physically feel pain when trying to leave. And I knew that this wasn't true love. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. There's a lot more videos like this coming soon. And also check out my other video on how to get over a breakup. God bless and take care.